All right. First, welcome you all to this program. We meet every Sunday to talk about how things are moving. I can see a happy face there. Chandan is so excited.
Yeah,
Okay, Chandan. So what happened? Why is so joy? There is a reason to be happy, isn't it?
of course. Yes, finally PMP certified. Almost like been planning this for many, many years. Some or the other reason due to personal, professional, this thing, that thing, never was able to
Ah,
give attention to it. But
okay.
yeah, last 1 month, 1.5 month changed everything. So yeah,
Nice.
that satisfaction is there.
Nice. Good. Good to know. Good to know. Did you say many years?
Yeah. I
Really?
right from started initially from 2022.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
something or the other thing kept happening, and I
So it's a
took,
post-COVID season.
yes, post-COVID season 2022. I thought
Hmm.
I took some coaches from Bangalore. I was in Dublin that time, and then I finished all my PDUs. Somehow I
Hmm.
was not able to submit to the application, and then there was a change in the jobs, change
Oh.
from countries. So
Oh.
yeah, I couldn't concentrate, and then I took PDUs from last year from ShriLearning.
Ah.
And I still remember telling you I want to clear it this time. And again, it took 1 year, more than a year for me to do this one.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, a lot of learnings after that one.
Good to know. I appreciate Chandan for that determination because
Yeah,
it's easy to say, let's postpone.
yeah,
Uh,
that's the
yeah.
point actually. That's the
Uh,
mistake actually. A lot of people who could do it, and I'm amongst one of them. A lot of people will
yeah,
have their personal reasons and everything else, but yeah, I
that's
think
good.
PMP, it's not a cakewalk. You need determination, planning, everything
Okay.
else, then only it's going
Okay.
to happen. Nothing will come to your way and then it will happen. And all of a sudden, you will be PMP. I think it's one in a million or two. Uh, but you need a plan, determination, dedication, and everything else.
Very good. Very good. Super good. Really happy to have you here. Let's talk a little about your success now. So, welcome you all to this program called Sunday Prayers, and we are talking about PMP success and PMI-ACP success. We have few people cleared exam the last few days. Chandan is one of the person who came forward to talk about his success. So, Chandan is here who cleared PMP recently. First, a great round of applause for him. The great job. I'm so excited for your achievement. Two questions people usually ask, which is how was your preparation in the sense? And again, what made you to come for PMP? Maybe you're on a job.
Yeah.
What was your background? What pushes you to come for PMP?
So since 2017, I'm a part of PMO. So I'm a PMO manager with banks and then moved to a telecom industry and recently was into energy sector. And
Hmm.
since then, PMP was in my radar because the people who I every day in day out in the organization meet around, something or the other thing comes up, like PMP is a go-to course
Okay.
where you can add value to your career. And
Mm-hmm.
since then, it was in my radar, and I have seen few people, my friends, who have also certified PMP way back from 2013, 14.
Mm-hmm.
There are friends of mine, but for me, since 2017, I had it in my mind, but only gave thought to it in 2022, as I said earlier. And that's how
Mm-hmm.
the journey started. And
Mm.
uh, and
Nice.
uh, today I'm able to achieve it.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Good. There's a push there.
Yes.
The very interesting question is you started in 2022. Even before that, I think I heard from you, you did somewhere. You started a Kickstart.
No, it's there in my mind to do PMP. I
Ah,
had,
acha,
I
okay.
think, a PMB, okay, fifth edition, sixth editions with me to read or something,
Mhm.
but they
Okay.
were just in my Google Drives. Most of the times, I think I didn't use them.
You'll think
Uh,
about it, then you keep in
yes,
your parking lot. We'll come back
yes,
later. All
yes,
right.
yes. That's what
That's a
happened.
bit, that's what happened. Now the what you said, Chandan, it's not only for you. In this room, I have few people. I too have people
Yes,
listening this in the video recording later also. Many people start, but they couldn't go forward. Like what you said, it goes to
yes,
backseat. It
true.
takes a lot of effort to pull it back. Okay. It's a human nature that we don't want to struggle. we,
Yes,
a human nature says, okay, take it easy, huh? Take it easy. Now, what is happening here is many people start, stop, or they overestimate themselves. Okay, another exam. Huh? So now, how do you overcome that? Which means what pattern
Mm.
you brought in so that you are able to read, prepare well.
I think I'll just talk about only my recent 2 months.
Hmm.
All of a sudden, I had to switch my routines because I knew I want to clear this time because it's summer holidays here in Dublin, June and July and August. So my
Uh-huh.
kids, my wife, they are back in India, and I
Ah,
knew this is the right time for me to put in effort.
okay.
Otherwise, it's not going to ever happen because
All
my
right.
first kid is 7 years and another one is just 11 months. So, there's a lot of
Okay.
demand around him to be with
Yeah.
him on weekends and everything else. So I knew this is the time. Okay. And from the beginning, I think moving away from the social media is one of the important thing. I deleted my Facebook account. I mean, not account,
Okay.
like I mean app. I deleted the Instagram, which was forcefully installed by my wife. I took it out. I even deleted YouTube because there are shorts in YouTube as well. So kind of followed that pattern because once you social media, you go into that one, you get like completely taken away.
True.
So since that, I started reading the books which you suggest all the time, like Rita. And
Mm.
then I, from last couple of months or 1.5 months, I never missed Sunday prayers, which always, what used to happen to me from Monday to Friday, somehow I used to go, it's in a diminishing way. And then when Sunday players happens, again, I used to get motivation. Okay, I have to do it. So I think people who want to clear, I suggest them please attend Sunday prayers where you get a lot of tips, tricks, and
Great.
then and
Thanks, Chandan. You became a brand ambassador for us.
yeah, and yeah, last 2 3 weeks were like rigorously into studying, especially the
Mhm.
books. I thought reading books will not make anything sense. So let me go focus on mock, but after reading books also I'm getting broader ideas about okay, a lot of things are happening here as well in the books because I thought this is the right answer, but it says this way in PMB. Okay, this is how
Yeah.
it explained in Agile. So
Mhm.
I kind of switched there some of a bit, but and largely what helped me were the mocks exam. All the chapter wise, I could say like 2 3 times I finished all the chapter wise and Agile chapter wise, section wise, 10 mark questions, and then 40 60 I was regularly doing at least 2 or 3 in a week, and then I wanted to do all the 6 mocks. Somehow again couldn't do all, but I was able to do 3. There were
Mhm.
still like dips and dips in my mocks as well. First one was 53, second
Okay.
one was 50. I got a lot of demotivated, and then again I pushed back and gave some 60 marks where I was able to score 80,
Mm.
78, and then
Mm.
again took a final mock one day before exam, or 2 days before exam, and then I scored around 65ish. Then again
Mhm.
I got my confidence boosted and then kept reading, uh,
Okay.
kept checking every day the questions which you post in WhatsApp. Every at least one of those questions helps, and then those 10 mark questions I used to solve by my own and then put them in a book, writing all the right answers. And when the answer sheet comes in, I used to cross verify.
Mhm.
Um, that that helped me a lot when I was doing my exam, along with my
Okay.
time management.
Oh, nice. Good to know. So the plan is read the book, practice questions,
Yes,
stay consistent on kind of this kind of program like Sunday prayers to see the rhythm, how it's going in the
yes,
market, how people are clearing the exams, how to solve the question. I think just to in the keyboard we press F5 when I want to refresh my browser.
yes. Mhm.
The browser is working, but it was sometime hanging, right? We press
Yeah,
F5. You need that F5. This is really good. One question to you, people listening to this audio and video also, they feel, what is a good score to go for the exam? Should I worry on my scores? That the question I constantly get. What is your
yeah.
thought?
I think we shouldn't be worrying about too much, but I think they should be in sync with you. What I did was I was not in sync with you, with which I think if I would have done that one, I would have scored above target. Maybe you should have pushed me in a different way. But I know there is some negative feeling that you will get when you score low,
Mm,
but keep practicing because that's the only way I did it. I got some pushback or demotivated when I saw my full marks answer as 50 and 55. Although I was thinking, given I was into PMO, I see these things happening around me every day. Still, why am I not able to score? Was hitting my mind all the time. But it was all about concept because what we do in the real world does not sync with the book, right?
mm,
Meaning your book answer says what do you first do by the project manager is something else. But what we in reality apply in thought is, okay, I will do when some situation happen in my organization, I'll do this one first. But
Mm.
as per the PMBOK guide or Project Management Institute, they suggest you what's the best practice, what's the good
Yeah,
thing to do first.
yeah.
So that's where it makes a lot of difference.
Good, Chandan. You made a good point there. What is the best practice? I think you use the term correctly. What is the
Yeah.
best practice? Sometimes when I work in a company, I take it for granted. I'm working in a good company. So I completely believe what they do is correct, which is nice. Which is nice. I'm not denying that. But what happened is, I would have given this in the classes also. In this world, 75% of projects are not going well. Either
Mhm.
delayed, deliverable is not happy with the customer, something is going wrong. What if I'm working in a company which belongs to that 75% or border of 75%? But the books are talking about the 25% of successful projects in the world.
Yes.
So now, when I come from a company, I take it for granted because I'm getting salary from them. I have to be loyal to them.
So,
Being loyal, what I will tell is whatever I do in my job, that's correct. But the question paper is not asking what your job
yes,
is doing. The question paper is saying
exactly.
that what is the best practice to do.
Correct.
So yeah, the loyalty and book clashes.
Exactly.
Well
Yeah.
said, well said, Chandan. Well said, Chandan. Good.
And then what also triggered me was one of the instance which happened with me in my organization, right? There was a product owner, senior product owner actually. He
Uh,
was there working that role maybe from last 20 years. He's managed a huge
wow.
team across like offshore, onshore, everything else.
Mhm.
And he told me he failed PMP. So that also triggered my mind, like, okay, having you experienced, oh, I spoke to him, what happened? Like, what was the
Uh,
reason behind it? One,
okay.
he said he couldn't answer all the questions, meaning I
Mm.
think he was not managing the time, or maybe he never gave the mocks because I don't wanted to counter him because he was a senior
Mhm.
personnel in the office. And then the another thing where I got to know from him was he is applying his real experience, like
Oh,
what
okay.
was happened in the organization. Based on that, he was providing the answers. And he said
Mm.
maybe the reason that's where I was able to not able to crack it. And then it gave me a thinking for a day. Okay, what I have to also do is what's happening around me in my organization. I
Mm.
have to ignore all that and then see what PMBOK suggest, what best practices are available. I
Okay.
mean, were mentioned in the book. I need to apply
Okay.
in those matters. And I think that that realization also helped me saying, okay, I don't have to do this immediately because this is, and when we see all the four answers, they are very similar. I think
Mm.
every time I was able to eliminate two very easily. I always
Mm.
used to get within two. And what I did was like within two, then I started applying which is the best practice that could be the best answer as per
Mm.
PMBOK guide, not from the real world scenario perspective. And
Mm.
yeah, I think that helped me to achieve the success when I was
Yeah,
there.
that's a good point. That's a good point. Did you go back and say, yes, I cleared the exam with the guy?
Oh, when the exam was happened, I was like shivering to open the paper actually. And there was an instance happened actually. You kept saying peers when we're like very professional, they won't reveal you everything else. What
Yeah.
happened was she kept the paper on the table
Uh,
and she said, "Well done." And I overheard it. I overheard it. It means she said I heard it, but I didn't take it in my mind. Like she appreciated it. Like I was thinking something else because of the result, what it could be. Then I was like folding, and she was kept looking at me. Then I told her, no, I don't want to see this because I'm super scared. I'm nervous because of all the
okay.
planning that has gone through, and I'll see. I'll open it later. And then she said, no, you did it. I was like, oh, what, really? Yeah, that's what I said. Well done. And then I immediately opened. I only saw the stock section where it says pass. And then for the next 10 seconds, like I had goosebumps all over my body. Like I was like literally shivering with the paper. And I thanked her many times. She said, okay, okay, you're good, you're good, you did it. You can enjoy. And then I left the center. Yeah, it was
Fantastic.
a good one.
Fantastic. Good to know, Chandan. Hey, that also reminds me something. The last 6 months, what PMI did is they give a preliminary result, the
Yes,
provisional result saying that you successfully cleared. However, we will tell you the final result
yes,
in a day of time. Is this a
yes.
process continuing now?
Yes, I think so. Because after 48 hours, I got another email from PMI where they gave me the
Ah,
breakup of which section what. I think my behavioral and environment section was around above target, and rest
okay.
of the process and people were target.
Okay.
That's how they give, but there are no numerical.
Okay.
score they won't give. Like with the section, they will
Yeah.
say,
Yeah. Hmm.
where
But
did you do what?
but in exam center, did they give a sheet? In this sheet, do you see the word pass?
Yes, they gave me the sheet.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, what I'm understanding is the last couple of weeks, PMI has changed the process. Earlier days, they don't use the word pass in the paper. They use the word successfully you achieved it, and we
Okay.
will give the final result later. But now I'm seeing they're using the word pass,
Yes.
and they're even telling above target, below target in areas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
By any chance, in that paper they returned this is a provisional. Have they written anything on that?
I didn't
Preliminary.
read that foot. I have it here. Maybe I can check that one if
Okay,
someone
read
is
later.
interested.
Read
Yeah.
later. But I can see things are changing. Early days it was a bit different. Now I think slightly is changing, which is also good. I can see the word pass. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
That's
That's
relieving.
fantastic. Fantastic. I'm sure you give the credit to your family who supported you a lot.
Indeed, my wife kept pushing me. You can do it, and definitely yes. And yeah, I'm thankful to you as well. ShriLearning portal gave me a lot of tips, Sunday prayers, and the PDU earning PDUs. And
Nice.
you were very AI, Rahul, who is always like very quick and responding to all the concerns and questions. I wanted to become a part of because I was from last year batch, right? So I told Rahul I want to be part of this June batch. Can you add me in? And he was
Hmm.
like quickly responding, like, "Yes, you have been added. Go ahead."
Okay.
I wanted to
Nice.
join few of the classes also, but somewhere I was referring to the old classes which were in the recordings, right? I don't want it to again get new topics to absorb. So I thought, okay, let me stay away from that and
Okay.
attentively attend Sunday prayers, read my the routine which I have kept, and
Nice.
yeah, that helped. Being dedicated is definitely required. It's something PMO is not going to
Good to
come and
know.
fall in our bucket. We have to put some effort in, not some, like, I mean, more effort to get it achieved.
Good to know. Good to know. Nice, That's a good tips and tricks for the team that be consistent
Yeah.
on preparation. One thing I think after this exam got over, you installed your Facebook. You came back to Instagram.
Yeah, after 2 days, yeah, one day I think, yes, I did install back, and then yeah.
Okay.
But good thing is I'm not so much into it recently because that 2 months push away, I thought simply wasting my time looking a lot of things around me rather than put somewhere where it could be productive. I think I
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
make a new
yeah.
plans as well.
Yes, I used to say this. Poor people spend time, successful people invest time.
So
So we should know where we are, right? So if I'm poor, poor not by money, poor by
yeah,
my character, poor by my day-to-day job life, which means I'm spending time. I'm not investing somewhere. So what you did is you invested your time.
yeah,
You removed all the poor characters and you invested time on an education. Now your
yeah.
brain found the taste of that honey. The honey looks very tasty last 2 months. Now
Yes,
your brain cannot come out of it if you liked it. So many people I see it after clearing PMP, they join the elite community, what we have, and then they become a person of winning continuously.
yeah,
Winning is not by getting great salary. Maybe one of the parameters is great salary. However, it is they keep growing in the career. They do more studies, they go better in the job, good health habits.
yes.
So I think you tasted the investment strategy now.
Yes, I think I'm
Yeah.
also planning another better certification. Maybe I will get in sync
Very
with
good.
somebody
Very good.
to see
Very
what is
good.
the best later on. Right after doing this one, I did some questions with AI.
Okay.
What is
What
like
to do
PMP
next?
versus, yeah, which one is the next best course? And then it has
Nice.
given me some suggestion which to do, not to do.
Very
We'll
good.
see what I can
Very good.
focus on the next term.
Great to know, Chandan. This is the one goal of ShriLearning. We are not more here to push to clear the exam.
Yeah.
Somebody comes here, definitely exam is important, but yeah, beyond exam, a better person. That's more
Yes,
important.
absolutely.
Fantastic, Chandan. Chandan, Chandan. Good. So thanks a lot again coming up here and really happy to see your success and determination to come back, stay consistent. Don't worry on the score. Focus on learning the concept. And I like the way you said in exam or before the exam, be clear what we do in our job could be nice, could be
Yeah.
good. But what if that was not really aligned with the successful projects? So be transparent or be open to leave that backpack and read what PMI says because PMI coming from the successful projects in the world. So have a mindset to shift to what book says. Don't be adamant with what you do. You will hit on the wall and you will lose the
Yes.
exam, right? I think that's a good perspective what you brought in. I really like that, Chandan.
Yeah.
Perfectly. Great. I have a few people here online. Is anyone having an interesting question or wishes to Chandan? Let's see if someone has something. All right. I think people are pretty happy with you already.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Great. Then
Hey,
once again,
I have one question. Hi, Chandan.
yes,
First of
Mahesh.
all,
Hi,
very
Mahesh.
much thanks. So I have taken a very uphill task to answer the exam next Sunday, to be precise. So far, one mock I have cleared just today early morning with 60%. So my main point is, suppose that all possibilities there based on how I do on the mock and the exam center. But hypothetically, suppose I want to answer on Sunday. What is the preparation that you do during the last 4 hours before you, or one day before the exam?
I think, as Shri always suggests, keep your brain for the at least one day prior to exam free. What I did was I was just looking at the ones which comes in the messages, like the old ones where I downloaded question and answers, right? So I just briefed to them, and then I did my own way of some papers. Like I whatever tricky ones on I had, so I kind of had cheat sheet before exam. I
Okay.
was looking at this one where is like different conflict resolution techniques, and then Maslow's Pareto chart, and then your team structure, what is Kano model, fulfillment line chart. Like there are small sort of tips and tricks that I wrote for myself. So I just glanced it through before the exam. And of course, 2 days before the exam, you don't get sleep also. In my dreams, definitely, I had a lot of questions coming in for 2 days. Somehow the preparation, yeah, I think keep it simple. If you ask me,
Hmm.
even if you want to give mock 40, 60 is good, but don't stress yourself by giving 4.5 hours exam, because it may drain you out. If you could do it a day, couple of days before, that will help you out, because again next day you have to sit for another 4.5 hours. So
It's a
yeah.
marathon, I realized. I just gave one. And
Yeah.
one thing, they give a paper, right? Blank paper. You can write the formulas
Yeah,
and
for
all,
me,
right?
they gave some sort of a erasable sheet with marker. You can erase it, kind of a thing. But I never used it because I hardly had one numeric questions, and I never needed it actually.
Okay, okay. That's
Yeah,
Perfect. Perfect. Good. Then once again, thanks, like Chandan, for coming up here. Have a fantastic time. And as always, I say that please apply what you learned. Now you have a Ferrari car in your garage. You should drive the car.
yeah.
That's more important. Okay.
Well,
Have a good
yeah.
time. Thanks again.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Great. That's Chandan PMP who cleared recently. Fantastic. You have good points, right? I really liked it.